Right guys, welcome back to another Marvel Crisis Protocol battle report. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that made suggestions about having the attack and superpower details on. I've tried to add a little bit more this time by adding a score tracker when we do the cleanup phases. So hopefully you guys like that. I'm going to try and see if we can also get on the Team Tactics cards and the missions cards as well. But that's going to involve a little bit more work. Nevertheless, thank you for everybody that has commented on the rules that we've played slightly wrong and things like that. It's really helping us learn and develop the game. This next game is going to be quite fun. We're using all new miniatures, so definitely going to be a little bit of a handful. It's probably going to be a little bit longer because there's so many things that we need to cover and we need to work out and think about and explain. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much, of course, for supporting the channel. And if you would like early access to battle reports, please consider supporting us by becoming a YouTube member or by becoming a Patreon, and you get access to battle reports 1 week early. But without further ado, guys, let's go and have a look at the table. Right, guys, welcome back to the channel to another Marvel Crisis Protocol battle report.
Yay!
The battlefield is set, and we're actually going to pick the missions properly this time, based on priority. So, my role for priority, I get 1 wild. That's it, 1 wild. Lucy gets 1 wild. Draw. I get 1 wild and 1 crit. Lucy gets 1 wild, so I win. I get priority, okay. So I am going to go with the red cards, and I'm going to pick them 2. No idea what they are. Lucy's going to go with blue cards. Right, so I'm going to have a read of which ones I've got, which ones Lucy's got, and we'll play the missions and have a look at our rosters. Right, so as I have priority, the 2 cards that I end up getting, but the one that I've chose to play today is Fear Grips World as Worthy Terrorized Citizens. So basically, there's 4 Celestial Hammers using a deployment map D. I score a victory point for each one I hold during the cleanup phase. However, when a character plays a Team Tactic card, they must pay 1 additional power.
Ouch.
Yes.
I can stack that quite well, so...
The other one that I had was Alien Ship Crashes Down. And because I'm going to try to go Web Warriors, I want more objectives because I feel I'm more maneuverable.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I've gone for that one. Meanwhile, Lucy...
I had Infinite Formula Goes Missing and Demons Downtown has our comeuppance come due. I've chose Infinity Formula Goes Missing.
Yeah, the reason you chose that, you said, is because the Incinerate rule from the Demons Downtown one. Obviously, we've been opening kind of, you know, once we've chosen which one, we've discussed them because we are learning all these missions. We haven't played any of these missions.
Mm-hmm.
So, as somebody who has priority, I'm going to choose to go with power 17 for this mission. So we can have threat level 17 in total in our teams. But let's go and have a look at our rosters and see who we're going to pick. So here we go, guys. This is my roster of 10 today. And of course, I wanted to try out Spider Fours, but I've stuck some of my Cabal in there as well. Because I'm going for threat level 17, we are going to run all 4 Spider Fours, not Spider Fours, Web Warriors. So Spidey, Ghost Spider, Miles Morales, and Venom. That puts me up to 14 threat. And for the last 3 threat, I think I'm going to go Zemo just to give those rerolls. And he's quite maneuverable, and he's a lot of fun. So this was the 10 characters that I initially had the choice of. So I'm going to go the 4 Web Warriors plus Zemo. Cards I've got access to is Uneasy Allies, Lethal Protector, All Webbed Up, Web Barrier, Patch Up, and Mission Objective. And out of all of them, it's difficult to say no to one of them. I can take damage to get +3 attacks. Venom can tank damage instead. Web Barrier looks really cool. All Webbed Up could be very good. Because all webbed up works on all of them, I'm going to get rid of Uneasy Allies, which is just Spider-Man and Venom. So I'm going to take these 5 cards.
New models, more new models. Yep, here are the 4 Inhumans that we have. Lockjaw, of course, has already been on the channel. Lock Murphy, as I should call him. And Anemia, you've noticed Spidey's missing.
Yeah, because I kind of stole them.
You did. So we've got Medusa, Crystal, Black Bolt, and Lockjaw, Groot, and Rocket, and 4 of the Avengers. And these are the cards I've picked. I know I can only take 5, so I'll pick them when I pick my roster.
Yep. So, when you choose your roster, you said you were going to go with 4 Inhumans, which puts you at a total of 15.
Yeah, so it's pretty obvious.
It's got to be Widow.
Yeah, which I'm not unhappy about. In fact, she probably would have been one of my top choices.
Yeah.
She's good. I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Last game, I failed abysmal with my strategy players and movements. So I'm hoping we can make up for it today.
Yep, so just so you know what cards Lucy has got, she's got Attilan Rising, Terragenesis, Medpack, Follow Me, Last Minute Save, Elemental Infusion, and Inhuman Royal Family. So, welcome back after deployment. Along my side, I've got Venom here with Spidey, I've got Miles, and then I've got Gwen and Zemo just over here next to the crossing. Lucy has Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, and then Lockjaw and Widow at that side.
Yep.
For the objectives, we've got the 4 hammers here, 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 and here. Those are the extraction ones, so we need to pick them up. Meanwhile, the secure ones, the infinity formulas, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a nice big circle. No one's going to be in the middle.
No.
This is going to come with experience, you see, because... And as web warriors, I feel you need to pick a mission where people are going to be bunched together so that you can actually play the card of all webbed up.
Yeah, I think Crystal will be good with that, with one of the elemental cards.
Everybody within the area takes the damage.
No. She spends 2 points, and when an enemy character is within 3 of Crystal suffers any damage from an allied, after the effects, the enemy character suffers either incinerate, stun, or slow.
Right. Okay. Because I've got priority, I'm going to go first. Unsurprisingly, I'm going to go with Zemo. So, 1 move, and then I'm just going to go to there. And I forgot, Lucy, the power phases before I activate. Everybody generates 1 power.
Right, first up for me was going to be Natasha to jump ahead, secure that and shoot at him. But then there'll be no one near Lockjaw, so I'm going to go with Crystal instead of Lockjaw first. She does have a movement large, so she's going to do 1 activation, spend a power, pick this up. I've moved a little bit there. And then she's going to do a second move, which should...
Yep.
There we go.
Nice. So next up, I'm going to go with Miles. I'm going to do a medium move to here. Spend my 1 power to pick up that hammer. And then I'm going to do less than my medium move to hide behind the car. It gives me that extra defense dice.
That is
and I can re-roll 1 defense dice anyway. But I can also modify or re-roll skulls whilst they're holding or contesting an objective. So not only does he get an auto defend, probably if you shoot this way, I also get a re-roll.
Okay, nice. Okay, so up next for me is the leader, Black Bolt. I'm just going to do a double movement, which will lead me to spend on my power to get that, and that is me done.
And because I know Black Bolt can't do anything else yet, I'm going to do a double move with Venom. So 1 small, we'll put him there, and then another small. I'm actually going to keep him on this. You know what? No, I am going to move right up because I need all the extra distance I can get.
Yeah. And it's Medusa up next for me. just a double movement. Right, not a full one, but there we go. 10.
Next up for me, Peter is just going to move straight up there with Venom to help contest that, so that it'll both generate an extra power next turn. So I'll forego my second go, I'll pass.
Up next for me is Lockjaw, so he gains an extra 3 power for Who's a Good Boy, because there is an allied character within 2. So my first activation, he is going to teleport Natasha. So I can teleport her 3 inches. The bump. And for his last activation, he will move very, very slowly.
And next up for me is just Gwen. I am literally just going to go the smallest distance possible to be able to control that. There we go. And that's Gwen done.
So, I had a good plan for Natasha, but I didn't quite see Gwen down there. So, I'm still going to go ahead with my plan, but it's now sort of a suicide mission. So, first of all, I'm going to spend her 1 power on King of the Inhumans and give it to Crystal, which it's the Inhumans affiliation. During each of your turns, 1 allied character may spend 1 power at any time. If it does, choose an allied character within 3. This chosen character gains 1 power.
Yeah, she's within 3, so yeah.
So now, the only thing I'm going to do is a double move for Natasha. Can she climb over that?
Yes, it's size 2, and Natasha is size 2.
So she is going to contest that.
Which is smart, because it denies me getting a point.
Actually, she could have went a little bit further around. Further away from Z.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Right, so that is all activations complete. So let's move into cleanup phase. Okay, so cleanup phase, we're going to be removing all of those markers. As far as score goes, for Infinity Formula, I control 1, which scores me 1 point, and Miles and Baron Zemo both have a hammer, so that will score me 3 points in total. Meanwhile, Black Bolt has a hammer, Medusa controls that, and Crystal and Lockjaw control that. So that's 4 points to Lucy, 3 points to me. Right, so it's actually Bolt and Crystal that have the hammers on Lucy's side. So moving into the power phase, everybody gains 1 power, okay? However, if you are contesting a Infinity Formula, you generate an extra 1.
Is that Medusa?
That is Medusa, Venom and Spidey, Crystal and Lockjaw, and Natasha and Gwen. So Miles just gets his 1 power this turn. Venom is going to generate 2, putting him up to 3 when I find it on the dice. Gwen will go up to 3. Spidey will go up to 3. And Zemo just goes up to his 1. That's fine, because I don't need a lot of power for Zemo, because all my cards and stuff don't interact with the rest of the Spider Fours. He's there literally to move fast and give them a reroll.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for me, Black Widow goes up to 1 power. Do you get one if you're contesting?
Yes.
Oh, she's up to 2,
So
sorry.
she'll get 2, yeah.
Medusa is up to 3, Lockjaw 4, Crystal's 2, and Black Bolt on 1.
Crystal and Lockjaw get an extra 1 for being within range of this. So Crystal already had 1 from Widow last turn, so she should be now on 3.
Yes, and Lockjaw was on 2.
So he's gone up to 4.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Right, so I would have loved to have had 2 power on Zemo to use charge right now, to move and attack at the same time against Natasha. Unfortunately, I am going to have to do a single long move back to here, and then he is going to attack Natasha. But because he is holding a hammer, he gets to make 1 extra attack dice. So
is this physical?
This is physical. It's normally 5 dice. It becomes 6. Okay, so I actually get 5 hits plus a crit. So nothing there. So I should have rolled that separately, right? So my crit was a fail. But then I can reroll 1 dice for being Zemo. That is a whopping 6 hits.
So Natasha has 3.
Yeah.
But she does count blanks. So
she blocks 2. She takes 4 damage. And I rolled a wild, so you suffer the bleed condition as well.
Oh. How many, sorry, did she suffer?
So you block 2 out of my 6.
Yeah, she's knocked out.
Really? She's only got 4?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Sorry, is it dazed?
Dazed, yes.
Right, so first for me, it's going to be Lockjaw. So he activates, he gets 3 more power for being within range of Crystal. He's going to pass 1 straight to Crystal for the Inhuman allegiance. Next is going to be his first activation. He's going to move small. He's gone there.
Yep.
Okay. And his second activation, he's going to spend 2 power on teleport, and he is going to teleport Crystal to there.
Right, so I've got a little bit of a plan at this side. So Venom only moves small, right? So I still want to be within range 1 of this, ideally, because I need to build power. There we go. And then does that get me within 4? Yes, it does. So now Venom is going to spend 2 of his 3 power on Web Snare. Push an enemy character within 4 towards this character, medium.
Ooh. Kaboom.
And now he's going to use symbiote tendrils. So he gets 5 attacks in total here. He doesn't have a hammer or anything to bonus him. However, I am still within range of the Infinity Formula. No, I thought that was the one with extra attack. It's not. So, against Medusa, she's got something for defense, hasn't she?
You cannot reroll or change any dice when attacking.
That's just as well, because when this character is attacking, the defending character cannot modify their dice. So you can't modify your dice.
Ouch.
It doesn't say you can't reroll. Yours does say can't reroll or modify, doesn't it?
Yes, cannot reroll or change.
So you can reroll against Venom, but not modify. So symbiote tendrils is 5 attacks in total. I get 1 hit.
Ooh. Have you got actually something that you could have rerolled?
No.
I'm sorry, what was that, a physical?
Physical, yeah.
I was going to say I didn't, but just 3 for everything.
So you blocked it with 1.
I can reroll this one. Nope, well,
No.
You only did 1 anyway.
So you did manage to block it. However, it does say, after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed condition. That's not subject to you taking damage. So you basically do suffer the bleed condition.
No.
So that's not bad for Venom. I'll take it.
Yeah. Right, so I have a plan which involves Crystal, so I need to do that now. I'm just going to ignore the fact that Bull is so vulnerable, but I'm more scared of Venom than Spidey.
Yep, remember you can move power around now.
I know that, yes.
Okay.
So first activation for Crystal will be to move.
Yep.
Large, so she will go there.
Yep.
Second activation, she will attack with Earth Shaker. It's area 1.
So it will hit both of these guys.
It will indeed. It's normally 5, but because she has a hammer, it is 6. And it is physical.
So who are you doing this against first of all? So do you want to go Zemo or do you want to go...
Yeah, we'll do Zemo first.
Okay.
She can reroll 1.
Simply for being an Inhuman, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 hits.
Does that generate or not?
No, it doesn't, because that was a reroll. Yeah. So Zemo has... This is physical, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So Zemo has a physical defense of 3. He fails them all, but he can re-roll one of them.
He takes 2.
Takes 2 damage on Zemo.
So that was her second activation. I will now do her third by spending her 4 power.
Wait, you've still got to do that same attack against Gwen.
Oh, drat, I've gave me secret away. Right, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Gwen can only re-roll 1.
Yep.
This character may re-roll 1 die in its attack or defense roll. So
Yep.
this is a new attack, really, is it? Is it a different person? I'll not do it.
That is an interesting question.
I'll not do it, so I'll not re-roll, but if you could let us know in the comments, please, that would be lovely. So I hit with 5 and 2 wiles, so you get the stun.
Stun, okay. Yes. However, my defense, physical defense, is 3. She doesn't have the same rule as Spider-Man, unfortunately, but she does get a reroll because of Zemo. So I'll reroll that. So that is block 2. So I take 3 wounds on Gwen. So Zemo, of course, generates an extra 2 power. Gwen generates an extra 2 power. 3 power, sorry, putting her to 6.
Now I will spend 4 power on Elemental Onslaught. After an attack made by this character during its activation is resolved, it may use this superpower. This character makes an attack action and must choose an attack it has not used yet this activation. Okay.
First of all, though, does that attack that you've just done generate any power for you or not?
Yes, 1.
Okay, so you basically gained 1.
Spent 4, gained 1.
Yeah.
After this attack is resolved, would that be both attacks?
It's 1 attack, but it's against both models, so therefore you've generated your 1 power would put you to 5. Now you spend the 4 to do a different attack.
I thought because I attacked 2 different people twice, like one at Zemo, one I could have gotten a power for each. Never mind. Scratch that. I'm actually going to go with hydrokinesis towards Gwen because she has not attacked yet, and she's only got 2 wounds anyway. But if I roll a wild, I give her the slow keyword.
So I was just double checking lifesaver for Gwen there. She can pull a character towards it to hopefully protect them. However, pulling Zemo further towards me makes no difference because it'd still be within range of crystal, so that's why I haven't used it.
So let's go with hydrokinesis. Normally 4 dice, but 5 because she has the hammer. So there is the slow activated.
Yep.
That's no good. I can re-roll 1, so
yes.
I'll re-roll that.
And then you get a crit.
Oh, it's a blank. So 3, please.
So 3 in total. I've got 3. This was energy, you said?
Yes.
Oh! It dazes it, even with Zemo's re-roll.
Did she still get the slow, or wouldn't matter?
She would, but now it wouldn't matter because I would just shrug it off. But that's good because obviously I was going to use Gwen to hopefully move about.
It feels so good because you took Widow out before she did anything. So now I was like, yes, I done it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so not necessarily what I want to do at the minute, but I'm going to have to go with Miles. He does have stealth, so you have to be within 3 of him to target him, so I want to stay more than 3 away from Bolt. So he's going to move medium to here, staying more than 3 away from Bolt, but he's within 3 of Medusa. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the power to do web swing, which will actually give me more attacks on webline kick.
Okay.
So I'm literally just going to go webline kick into Medusa. It's a total of 4 attacks. I get 1 crit.
You can't re-roll.
It's a crit roll.
Oh, sorry, yes.
But still, that's 1 hit. And you blocked it with your single defend. If I had rolled any, I could have thrown you, which I didn't really want to do anyway. So that, unfortunately, is now Miles gone. Which means Lucy still has Medusa and Black Bolt to go.
Right, so up next we have Medusa. She is going to start by attacking Venom with Buried Bash. So I gain power for the amount of damage dealt. And if it deals any damage, I can push you small. And if I roll a wild, I can attack again.
Nice.
So she gets 5 attacks. She's not holding a hammer, unfortunately.
You got a wild.
I did. That's excellent. So I'm going to re-roll this one
Yep.
for the 3.
So that's a total of 3 hits.
So, yep.
Is it physical?
Yes.
So Venom gets 4 defense dice. He blocks 1. He takes 3 damage.
So she gains another 3 power off that.
So Venom will gain 3 power and take the 3 damage.
I will throw you small.
Yep. Into Spidey. Oh. Good
he
shout.
He moves small, doesn't he?
He does, yes.
So, how many wounds has he got?
Venom has 4 remaining now.
Okay. Yep. I will push him small, please. Okay, so here we go again. This is an ability called Flurry, which allows her to do this again. So there is 3, 4.
So a free reroll.
Yeah.
But then you've got a crit.
Yes. So 4.
4 against Venom's 4 physical defense.
Saves 1.
He takes 3 more damage. Leaves him with 1 wound remaining. So he's took 6 in total, but he's up to 7 power now.
And that's Medusa up to 9.
And she's still got another activation.
Yes. Let's have a think. Okay, up next is Medusa's second activation. And we're going to go with Great Bash again, but this time at Peter.
Just before you go any further, you do take 1 damage from the bleed condition.
I was wondering what that does.
So, before you do that, do you want to take a small step back? Do you want to shrug the bleed as your first activation, and then you're done? So you would have shrugged first, and then you've just attacked Venom. Or are you happy to take 2 damage and attack both of them?
I'm going to take 2 damage.
Okay, so basically what would have happened is when Lucy activated her the first time to attack Venom, she took 1 damage then.
Mm-hmm.
Then, now that she's activating a second time to attack Peter, she takes another damage now.
Yeah. So here we go.
2 hits.
3 reroll.
2 hits. This is physical, yeah?
Yes.
So Peter gets 3 defense. You said that I can't re-roll my defense dice, is that right?
Correct.
But I got 2 crits. And 1 defense, so I would have blocked 3.
That did not go to plan. Never mind. She did great with Venom.
She did, and she suffered 2 damage. So she's now gone. Here's my problem now, right? Because I know that his energy attack is going to try and take out Venom, right? I think I do have a plan. Right, so I was going to use Patch Up, right? The problem is Miles is within 2 of Venom only because Lucy pushed us away. Miles only has 1 power, so that means I could only remove 1 wound from Venom. That's not enough. Peter, however, does have 3 power, so I could remove 3 wounds from Venom. So, what I'm going to do is move Peter to here. Okay. He's within 2. Now I will play Patch Up. Okay. I can spend up to 5 power and remove the number of wounds equal to the power spent. So, unfortunately, that is only 3. Means Venom has 4 wounds left.
Okay,
and I believe Bolt has 4 attacks with his energy attack. And I've got 2 defense, so I'm hoping this doesn't daze Venom. And then Peter's going to do an additional long move.
Nice.
To get him onto that one. Now it means, and I know what you're going to do anyway, you're going to use Bolt, attack Venom, and move back onto that to contest it. That's what you're going to end up doing. But that's Peter done. Okay,
so start of Black Bolt. I'm going to activate, the King of the Inhumans. So Medusa's giving him another one of her power. I gave him one at the beginning of Medusa's turn. I don't know if I said that on camera. If I didn't, I am sorry. But Harry Trusters, he was here, so you know. Anyway.
She's cheating.
Black Bolt. He's going to attack with Energy Bolt.
And who are you attacking?
Peter Parker.
Okay. Well, I expected you to go for Venom down here to daze him. So you're going for Peter, yeah?
So here we go. I need at least 1 damage done because
And why is that?
I need the point. He gains a power point for every damage dealt.
Right.
And for my next part to work, here we go.
So 6 attacks because of the hammer, yeah?
Yeah. I will re-roll that for my free reroll. Yep.
Nice. So you get 5 hits in total. Does the wild do anything for you?
Yes. Pierce. Change one of the defending character's crits, wiles, or defense to a blank.
Okay. But it doesn't say before or after rerolls, does it? So I'm going to imagine it's after I've done all my rerolls, I think.
Yes, I'll.
So is this an energy attack?
It is.
So Peter gets 3 defense dice with this, and Spidey sense, he can re-roll 2 of his defense or dodge dice. Wait. So allied characters may re-roll 1 defense dice. Additionally, they may modify and re-roll a skull result while they are holding or contesting an objective token. So this will be my Web Warriors re-roll.
Has he got a hammer?
No.
He's not holding that. You don't hold it, and he's not contesting it.
Yes, I am. I'm within range 1.
I thought contesting it meant when there was 2 people, 1 from each team.
So contesting does basically mean what we are used to, securing, because we're used to 40k and Sigmar terminology. So contesting just means you are within range. So I can re-roll that because of Web Warriors for a fail, and then I can re-roll that because of Peter for a fail.
And I will change that to it.
Which means I take all 5 damage.
How many wounds has he got?
5.
Ooh.
I gain 5 power though.
Ooh. So do I. Because he takes damage equal to...
Oh, good God. That means something very tasty for you now, because you can either move back onto that one, or you could attack Venom.
See, now, because I've got enough power now, I can do Master Punch, which is after the attack is resolved, place this character within 1 inch of the target.
But do you want to just go and take that objective?
It is a points game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looking back as well, I potentially could have used Webline to pull Bolt this way, but even with a double move, Lucy could have gotten back.
Yep. And just to show they are within 3 inches of each other.
You can't target Spidey now.
Ah.
So now you'd have to do a normal move.
That is correct. Oh, drat.
Well, it's not bad.
No.
You just get to make a move now.
You'll not be staying here for long, but...
Wow, that wasn't good.
Is he holding anything to drop?
No. No. So, cleanup phase. I'm holding 2 hammers, so I score 2 points, which will put me up to 5, and I only secure 1 Super Soldier Serum, puts me up to 6.
I have 2 hammers.
Puts you up to 6.
And 2 serums.
Serums puts you up to 8.
Yep.
And we've got 3 people flipping over here. We've got
Widow,
Gwen, and Peter.
I bet you, though, that they'll do something great on the flip side.
No. No. Right, so power phase. Everybody that is within range of a Super Soldier Serum generates 1 extra power. So Miles is going to get 2. There we go. Zemo is going to get 2. So he'll go up to 5. Spidey goes up to 6. Gwen goes up to 7. And Venom goes up to 8. 8.
I'm just doing my last one. So for me, Black Widow is up to 8. Because she did... I think I might have knocked her dice by mistake.
Yep, so she will generate 2 because she's within range of that.
Yeah, but...
She was on 6.
There we go then. That's right. I thought I must have knocked her.
Crystal will generate 2.
Yep. Crystal, yes, is up to 5. Medusa is up to 8. Lockjaw up to 6, and Black Bolt is up to 10.
Nice. Right, so my activation first. I'm going to go with Zemo, but before I do my first activation, Gwen is going to pay 3 power to use all webbed up. That means enemy characters within range 3 of the character that played this card suffer the slow special condition.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to go with all webbed up, which means that everybody within 3 of Gwen suffers the slow condition, which means both of these who normally move long now move short.
That doesn't
Unless
matter.
you spend a point to shrug it off. It's not going to help me with what I'm about to do, because as much as Gwen can attack and double attack with an extra couple of dice, I feel that Zemo's got more killing power than Gwen. So, Zemo is going to attack Crystal, right?
Yep.
I'm going to use my normal strike, but I am going to spend 2 power on Master Swordsman to allow me to reroll any number of dice, but I get an extra attack because I'm holding a hammer. So I get a total of 6 attack dice, and I can re-roll any of my attack dice.
Lovely.
So here we go. That is a good roll.
Wow, that's... Yes.
That's a very good roll. That is the best.
Oh.
I've got a skull. I can't re-roll a skull.
No.
So I did get 1 crit.
Oh.
So I've got 3, 7, and a wild, which will make bleed.
Guess what the fun thing is?
What?
She has 3 dice to save, to defend.
Well, you could roll 3 crits and then 3 successfuls.
No.
You can re-roll a single dice usually, but you can't re-roll a skull.
No.
So you block 1, you take 6 damage.
Yeah.
How many wounds does she have?
5.
So that actually puts Zemo up to 8 power. You know what? I'm just going to use Master Swordsman again. And can you guess what I'm doing this time? Attacking Natasha.
Yeah, I thought as much.
I almost feel like I've wasted all webbed up now because he is very hit and miss. The idea is that Gwen gets extra attacks against them.
Right.
But at this rate, Zemo's going to take them both out.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. And re-roll a single dice. So that is 4 hits in total, 2 of which are bleed.
Oh, Lord. I count blanks in...
Because of martial artist, is it?
Yes, it is. So
you count blanks, so you block 2, you take 2, and suffer the bleed condition.
So, after an attack against this character's resolve, it may use this superpower.
Yeah.
Spend 2 power, and I can roll 4 dice and deal 1 damage for every crit and wild. She has lots of points, so I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
And of course, it's Zemo.
So for each crit and wild, so you do 1 damage to me. It gets close. He's only got 2 wounds remaining. Only got 2 wounds remaining. Not a bad round for Zemo. Not a bad round. And because, of course, I dazed Crystal, I'm going to place the objective there. Spend 1 power to pick that up. Zemo's now got 2 hammers, but he's about to drop them if you go with Natasha next.
How many wounds has he got?
2.
Okay.
But then, of course, if Natasha picks them up, Gwen can then hit her back.
I would have been happy for any other character to have gone, except for Crystal.
The thing is as well, right, as much as Zemo has 2 wounds remaining and carrying 2 objectives, if Lucy activates Natasha, I would drop the objectives if she killed Zemo, but I've got the mission objective card. And even if she picked them up anyway and I didn't play the card, Gwen would take them back off Natasha anyway.
Yep. So I'm going to try and save up here. I'm going to go with Black Bolt first with his energy bolt.
Okay.
5 attacks normally, 6 because he has a hammer.
Yep.
And I gain power Wait, it doesn't matter, I'm on 10 anyway. So.
Are you not using your superpower to get extra attacks?
Yes, sorry, I am. So it costs me 2, I get 2 extra attacks.
What's it called again?
Focus Punch.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And of course you get a free re-roll.
I do, so I'm just going to take fails out.
Yeah.
So this will be my re-roll. Oh, that just was to another blank. So I got 2 crits. For a third. Now, Pierce is the wild.
Yeah.
Change one of the defending characters' crit, wild, or defense rolls to a blank.
Okay, so here's my defense rolls.
You fail 2.
I failed 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it says you can...
Yeah, change.
But do you change it now? I need to look at the order of the dice modification here because I might get an extra dice, I might not. Right, so going off the quick reference sheet on the back of the booklet, after Lucy's rolled the attack dice, I rolled the defend dice. She would then technically resolve her criticals, which we did slightly out of order. I then resolved my criticals. So that was my failed crit. I can re-roll 2 dice for being Spidey, 1 dice for being Web Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that is after all of my... So then Lucy would modify her dice.
Which would roll me crit, which I've done.
And now you would modify the opposing player's dice. So now you would change one of my defends or crits to a fail.
So you defend.
So I block 1 out of 6 of your attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So...
I tell you what, right? Even though Bolt's not flipped, he's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all.
So for his... This is not an activation, but I'm going to play a tactic card.
Okay.
Follow me. The active character may spend 6 points to play this card at the end of its activation. So, sorry, yes.
So your second activation, so you could either move or you could pass.
I'm going to move just with there.
Within range of 1 of the other side of the objective.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that.
Yep.
Then I'm going to spend the points. Oh, how many damage did I do there?
You did the full 5, so you go back up to 10.
So now I'm down to 4. Now, then I will play this. She is within... She was already within 3 anyway. Which she activates now.
Right, so small amendment. We thought bleed was 1 damage per action. It's not. It's per activation, which is the whole turn. So Medusa has actually only taken 1 damage as a result of that. But she is getting to activate now because of Follow Me.
Yes. So she's going to... She's going to spend 2 power. 3 power, sorry. To throw Miles.
Right.
Small.
Okay. Straight in the dumpster, I'm guessing?
Yes, please.
So Miles would take 1 damage and the dumpster is destroyed.
She's going to move onto this objective.
Okay.
Oh, there.
Do you want to stay as far away as you can?
Yeah.
There you go.
Now she's going to attack.
Haven't you got one that does damage to everybody within 3?
Yes, but that's 6 power.
How many have you got?
5. Because that was 3.
But you, at the start of this turn, you could have moved a power to her from Black Bolt.
True, but the area is only 8-2.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So she's going to attack with Braid Bash. 2 Miles.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Can't see what that is.
Watch out.
Yep, it's a wild. That's
So a wild and a crit.
the wild means I can attack again with this.
Okay.
But I can re-roll 1.
So we roll one of them now.
Yep. No, and this will be for me.
Crit. Yep.
Yep. So that's 4.
4 attacks. It's physical, yeah.
Yeah.
So Miles has 3 defense dice. I can re-roll 1. No, he's got spider sense as well, so he can re-roll 2 defense dice. Does she stop me re-rolling defense dice, or is it attack dice?
Enemy characters cannot re-roll or change attack dice.
Right, okay, so I'm okay. So I'll re-roll 2 for
Spider sense.
Spider Sense, and I'll reroll 1 for Great Responsibility. So I only blocked 1. And how many damage did you do? 4. So I take 3 wounds on Miles. Drops him to 4 wounds suffered. Puts him up to 6 power. And he's only got 1 left. But now you get to attack again because you rolled that wild.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
If this attack deals damage and the target is a 3 or less, after the attack resolves, I may push it a further small.
Right, which means further away from you.
Yeah.
But you still want to be within 3 to attack him again?
No.
You don't?
See? Oh no, Venom's not nearly flipped to see.
You need to do 4 wounds to Venom. Miles is nearly going to flip. So you can push him.
Yeah, I'll not push him. I'll attack him again.
Okay. Do you not want to push him to the furthest distance you can?
It's only range 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
so you can still
Yeah.
you could still push him to there.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So then you just get the whole lot to attack again.
Yes. So that is 3. I can reroll an attack. So 3, please.
Yep. And I got 3 defense dice. I can re-roll 3. Yep.
No.
A crit. No, so that's the 1 damage. So that's the 5 wounds dealt to Miles. He goes up to 7 power. He drops his hammer.
Ooh, that puts her up to 10. She's not in range.
You're not in range. I'm guessing that's where you wanted it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Miles is dazed. That's good.
Yeah.
Now you would take an extra wound from your bleed.
Yes, but I will play a med pack.
Now, it says that you can use med pack during your activation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're still technically activated, but I don't know whether or not the bleed condition would actually take precedence and happen first or second.
I'm sure it's at the end of the activation. It'll say.
At the end of its activations.
Yeah. So I will play still because I know Venom's coming for her.
So you would heal the 1, then take the 1 for the bleed.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Every wound matters.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. She's got the points. I think this game's nearly very soon over.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that.
So you're playing med pack to remove 1 wound
But I'll get it
during your activation.
Yeah.
But then at the end of your activation, you take another 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's complicated.
Yeah, we'll probably maybe made some mistakes.
Do you know what though? That's not bad because you've now knocked Miles out,
Yeah.
and at least now you've only got Venom coming for you.
Yeah. I know one mistake I have made. I should have sent Black Bolt forward and her back for the objective.
Maybe, yeah. Right, so I am going with Gwen. I'm just going to use Spider Technique to attack, right? I get 4 attacks base, plus 2 for all webbed up because Natasha is slow. So,
Is this a physical?
yes, it is physical. So I can reroll 1 dice because of Zemo. Okay, not the best. So 2 hits plus 1 crit. So that is 3 successful wounds in total. Natasha's physical defense.
3, and I can count blanks.
Yep. So you take 1 damage.
I do, but I get 1 power.
Is that her first wound that she's taken?
It is, yes, since she's flipped.
So get this, right? 4 attacks from Spider Technique.
Whoa.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Howie then.
Yes, I will spend
Counter-attack.
2 of her thingies to roll 4 dice and hope I get lots of crits and wiles. Is it crits and wiles? Yes. 2.
So Gwen would suffer 2 damage.
Do you know what? At this point, for her, if she's slow, she's bleeding. That wiped. Was bleed not wiped?
No, I've only just put bleed on her.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Spider Technique again. So 4 base, plus 2 for all webbed up, +3 because of spider technique, and I've already attacked Natasha this turn. So I can reroll 1 dice because of Zemo. So 3 fails, 2 crits for an extra hit. So that is a total of 7 successful hits.
I'll just remove her now.
No, go for it. See what you get. So there you go.
So I block 3.
Yep, and then you get an extra 1 because of your crit. So you block 3 out of 7, so you take another 4 damage. She only has 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So that's Natasha out now as well.
And because of the placements I've done, Lockjaw is doing a teeny tiny movement. He goes small, but I want him within range, so it's going to make nigh on no difference, but there we go, and I will pass with his second activation.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, I'm now going to go with Venom. He's the problem. Right, I don't think I've got anything that can do push. I'm an idiot. I could have used Lethal Protector for Venom to jump in front of Miles. However, based on the damage you did, I think you would have just knocked Venom out anyway.
Do you think you would have preferred to attack with Venom rather than Miles?
Absolutely, because although Miles is more defensive, getting 3 rerolls of defense, Venom does have 1 more physical defense, but he only gets a single reroll from the Allegiance ability instead. The thing with Venom is, whilst he's hurt, he can heal himself.
Lovely. Is he actually hurt? I thought he healed by low.
No, you had him down to 6 wounds done.
Okay.
He healed 3. So, unsurprisingly, right, I'm going to go here. Spend 1 power to pick that up.
Yep.
Which actually gives me an extra attack, which is really good. And I'm going to have a look at my superpowers and stuff. We are Venom. Yes, I'm using We Are Venom. It costs 3 power. I think I missed so many snacks last time. So when he was attacked before by Medusa, I should have used so many snacks. And I could have attacked you back immediately.
Oh.
But I think I was out of range because you pushed me away. So I don't think I would have needed to do that. Anyway, We Are Venom. 7 attacks. 2 crits. That's it. So 2 extras. 1 wild.
And this is
it's physical, yes. So what's her physical defense?
3.
She blocks 1.
Reroll 1.
Yep. She blocks 1, so she takes 2 damage. Venom gains 2 wounds back.
That is tasty.
But he doesn't get power for that. It costs him power to do it.
Right.
So you basically spend power, hope that you do damage to get wounds back. Yeah. So that's him gone. That is everybody.
Yes.
So, cleanup phase.
You score 4 points for 3 hammers and 1 sibum. I score 2 sibums and 1 hammer.
So I score 4 points, puts me on to 10. You've got 1 hammer and 3 serums.
2 sibums.
So that's 3 points for you.
Yeah.
Puts you at 11 to my 10 after turn 3. Turn 4, I've gone last, which means Lucy is going to get to activate first. Right, so all of Lucy's characters gain 2 power because they're all contesting an objective.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Venom will gain 2. 1 for power phase, 1 for being within range of that. And Gwen will gain 2, puts her to 9. And Zemo will gain 2, putting him up to 10. Whilst Miles will only get 1, because he's pushed away from that objective. And because I went last, Lucy gets to go first.
I would love to go with Medusa, but I need to go with Crystal. Right, so first up with Crystal, we will go Earthshaker. It's all enemies within A1, so both of them.
So who is this roll against first of all?
Zemo.
Okay.
So that is I can reroll one. Oh, see, do I save this?
What for?
Oh no, it's another attack.
Yeah.
So reroll. So that is 4. That I'll do this for me crit. No,
Fail.
so 4.
So I get 3 defense dice as Zemo, and I can reroll 1. And then I've got the crit. So I block 3 out of 4. Zemo takes 1 damage. He's got 1 wound left.
No.
But then you've got the same attack against Gwen.
Yes, and I need a wild for the stun. Yay! Oh.
That's all you got though. One reroll.
1 reroll. No. So that's 1 damage.
Yep.
And she is stunned.
But I've got 3 physical defense dice. I blocked it anyway. And then I would get 1 reroll for Spider Fours. I can actually reroll this for not Spider Fours, for Web Warriors, which is a fail, and reroll that one for Zemo. So, right. Do I still get the stun? Does it say if it inflicts damage, you are stunned?
When this attack is resolved, the target count against the stun special condition.
So I'm just stunned anyway? Yeah. Okay.
And I think I'm going to attack with that again for my second activation. So I'll go that again.
Going with that again? Okay. Zemo first again?
Yeah. So I will
reroll one of them.
Yep. So that is 4 and he is stunned.
And I've got a defense of 3. And even if I reroll 1, it's 2 damage. You basically do 1 more damage. And that will daze Zemo.
That puts me up to 9. Right, and to Gwen. Reroll.
Can't reroll the skull.
No, reroll that one. So that
2
is
hits.
2 and she's double stunned. I don't think that happens.
3, and I can reroll 1 for what's it called?
Yeah, Spider Sense.
Web Warriors.
Okay.
She doesn't have Spider Sense. So that drops her to 3 wounds. She only has 2 wounds remaining, Lucy.
In that case, I think I'm going to pay 4 command points.
Command points now. Power.
Yes, 4 power to play Elemental Onslaught, which means I can attack again but pick a different attack.
Yeah.
So I think I will go with Hydrokinesis, and this gives you the slow keyword if I roll a wild.
Yep.
She only gets 4 attacks though. This is energy.
Wow. So you can't re-roll the skull.
But me 2
crits for an extra. Wow, that's 5.
Yep.
I've got a defense of 3, so I need a lot of crits here. I can re-roll 1. So that would be a total of, I block 1, 4 damage, which removes Gwen. All together. I just realised I haven't moved them off last time. Yeah.
Baron will drop something lovely.
Yes, he will. I'm presuming there.
I will, and I will spend 2.
Actually, technically, right. When you knocked him out, he would have dropped them then before you did that attack into Gwen.
Right.
You then technically would have had an extra 2 attacks into Gwen. Makes no difference because you removed her anyway.
Yep, I will pick them up, so I'm down to 3. But then I gain 1. No. This one.
Not for.
Yes, it does. Actually, every one of her attacks, I gain.
Nice.
1 power.
She's so good in an area like that, isn't
That's
she?
why I was so upset when you knocked her out in the last
Do you know what, right? If you attack, for example, with Bolt, and then use Follow Me to follow up with her, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, back to you.
It's not looking good for me, because Zemo's out, I've got Venom, and I've got Miles.
I'm on 3 objectives with 3 hammers.
Crystal is going to be really hard to get to. Up next for me is Venom, and I'm going to use Clintar Rage. Choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character, both of size 3 or less, and within range 2. When I find my range 2.
Don't know, but that's mine.
The car is within range 2, and throw it medium. I'm going to throw it medium straight into Medusa. So the car is removed and destroyed.
I get 3 defense dice.
This is going to do a total of 3 damage if you roll against your physical defense. And you can re-roll 1 of those.
Ooh.
So 3 damage minus the 1 that you saved, so you take 2 damage on
she's
Medusa.
on 5.
How many wounds does she have left?
1.
Okay, that's fine because that wasn't even an activation, that was a superpower. So now Venom is going to use Symbiote Tendrils. 5 attacks in total, 6 because he's got a hammer. I missed this last time, but here we go. That's not good. 2.
Is this physical?
It's physical, yes. You can re-roll 1 because you're Medusa.
It doesn't matter. She dies anyway.
Oh, right, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so she takes the last damage, which knocks her out. So I gain power equal to the damage that I dealt. It cost me 3 to use Clintar Rage, drops me to 3, and then I basically do 1 damage, puts me back up to 4. That leaves Venom by himself. That's just within range. Get over here. So I'm going to spend 2 more power, drops me down to 2, to push enemy medium. There we go. Hang on, what's Bolt's range? Is it 4 on his attacks?
Yep.
Can't target Miles, you're not within 3.
That's okay.
Even if you move, you only get 1 attack. And he's not flipped. That's good. So technically I've still only used 1 activation for Venom, right?
Yep.
Get this. Symbiote Tendrils is range 3.
Okay. Do as much damage as you want.
Kind of don't want to.
And I'll just say, he is going to spend anti-gravitation field. When this character is targeted by... No, he's not.
It's not an attack that I've just made.
No, when you attack now, I could have had 2 of his dice.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know, I need him.
I need 1 more power from Venom.
How many attacks is this? What he's going to attack with?
5, 6. How many wounds does Bolt have?
5.
I don't think I'll kill you. And I'm going to do this because I want the extra power, right?
Okay.
There's a reason I want the extra power. I need to do 1 wound here. So I get 6 attacks in total. I get 1 hit, Lucy.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not spending that power.
Wow, I do the 1 damage.
No, you can re-roll 1.
Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Yes! I do the 1 damage.
Drat.
Gets me to 3 power. And I'll tell you exactly why I wanted that. Right? Because I need 3 power to play Lethal Protector. In case you move forward and go for Miles to take him out, Venom is going to take the damage.
Very good.
So you can either go with Lockjaw or Bolt.
Bolt, I think.
Okay. Here we go.
Black Bolt with Master Punch for 4 powers. He gets an extra attack because of holding the hammer. I'm throwing my dice.
And this is physical, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, re-roll a single 1 because you're Black Bolt.
Inhuman.
Inhuman.
No. Right, wait there. So...
Wait there, you get 1 extra dice because you rolled a crit. So an extra hit.
So because I rolled a wide...
No, that's Energy Blast you're looking at.
Oh yes, sorry. Yep, so after this attack is resolved, place this character within 1 inch of its target. So you need to take your saves, please.
Yeah,
6.
I do. I have 4 for Venom. I can re-roll a skull because I'm within range of an objective for another skull, and I'm going to add 1 for my crit. So I blocked 1 out of 6. I take 5 damage, leaves me with 1 wound remaining, Lucy. But that puts a hit
Wait,
Venom
stop.
up to 8 power.
Yep, I move to there.
Yep.
And if this attack deals damage and the target is size 4 or less, after this attack I can throw you small.
Oh.
If I throw you into Miles, does that do damage to either one of you?
It would. Yeah, so you're throwing us into Miles?
Yes.
Okay. Right, so this is the part where I need to read the rules. So, obviously, Venom has been thrown. He suffers 1 damage, which dazes him. Guess what I'm carrying, Lucy?
Stones.
Stones?
Hammer.
Hammer. So you're going to spend your power to pick that up?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
And here's the thing. Venom is size 3, which means that you could potentially do 4 damage to Miles. Mm-hmm. You won't kill him.
No.
But Miles has a defensive 3. And I can reroll 2 for Spider Sense. I can't reroll the skull because I'm not within range of that.
Excellent.
I take 3 damage. Jesus. Wow.
He was not injured though at all, was he? Oh,
he was on his flipped side, but he hadn't taken any damage. Mm-hmm. Holy moly. Wow.
So, yeah, that... Did you enjoy pulling him forward?
No. Wow.
That's made up for me.
These, do you know what? The Inhumans and the Web Warriors have both got very good movement manipulations.
Yeah, yep.
So unsurprisingly, right, Miles is going to go next. He is going to use he's going to use a web swing for 2 power, drops him to 6. And that allows him to move 3.
Hello.
To here. I'm then going to use Webline Kick. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. Throw. If the target character is size 3 or less, before damage is dealt, you may throw the target character away small.
No.
However, Web Swing. The next time it makes a Webline Kick attack this turn, add 2 dice to the attack roll.
Ouch.
So, Webline Kick gives me 4 attacks. I get 6 attacks in total because I basically swung in.
Do you need a while to get to throw?
I do.
Let's pray for no whiles.
Yes!
Oh!
I can't reroll any attack dice though. But that is a total of 4 damage, Lucy.
He has... is that physical?
It's physical.
He has 4.
You can reroll 1. So you take 4 damage.
Damage, yes. Keep them going.
Didn't he take 1 from Venom?
No. It was...
oh, yeah, because it... Yeah. So now, because I rolled that wild... Oh, I will push you small off the objective.
Okay.
Get off.
Okay.
that was quite cool, that.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
that. So now you've got lockjaw.
Yep.
Pass.
Yeah.
Right.
That is turn. Before...
I'm so good I didn't flip you there so I could
what?
pick up the objective.
You just made a huge mistake. I'm not letting you go back.
Why?
You've pushed him to this. Why not?
Because I moved from this direction.
Oh, could you not have pushed him that way?
Throw the target away small, then yes. But either way, you'd have come here and knocked him out. You're healthy. I'm injured.
Yeah, that is true.
You would just have to move and you trump me.
Yeah.
So it made no difference anyway.
Yeah, that is correct. Sorry. So, let's have a look at points.
So I have no hammers.
But you have 1. So you go up to 11. I have 4 hammers and 2 objectives.
So the 4 hammers put you to 15, the 2 objectives put you to 17. GG.
I cannot believe... I thought I messed that up I thought I totally blew that.
Do you know what? This is almost reminiscent of our first game because the characters, we're not as familiar with them. There's a lot of combos that you've got to remember. Do you know what, though? I seriously loved the movement manipulation from Web Warriors. And I didn't even get to use Web Barrier.
No.
Which...
Or the Protect.
lethal protector's neither here nor there. Venom being able to take the damage for some of the weaker spiders is pretty good, especially if it's a physical defense.
I know I did.
Crystal is so good. Remind me never, ever, ever to group up around her again.
I did make a big mistake putting Medusa forward instead of Bolt because he injured him. Whisper.
Medusa is kind of defensive, but she can do enough damage.
She wasn't too bad. That's why I kept her forward. But I mean, she didn't do horrendous.
No, I think she was decent. I think she's okay, sort of in the middle. She can come forward to support or go back to defend. You know what? When Bolt's got the power, even on his unflipped side, on his healthy side, he's still so good.
My first plan did not go to thing, which was to get Natasha right down over there for the hammer, which Zemo had, and get her back. No, it was to contest Gwen over there, and then next turn pull her straight back for her to hold this one, and then free Lockjaw up. But a lot of people probably would have pulled Lockjaw off and got him into the game, but I know it was an objective game.
Yeah.
So.
And then he scored you 4 points all game, just sitting there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
This last little scuffle down here was so cool, man. So cool. Right, that is another game completed. I think I might go back to trying Cabal a bit again, and like if you want to learn the Inhumans a bit more.
Yeah.
Honestly, Web Warriors is fantastic. I really enjoyed painting Gwen and Miles.
Even though the webs killed you.
Oh, they were so difficult to paint, but yeah.
Gwen's arms, I had no idea how you did them. No idea. We are forgetting something.
What?
We should have been costing us an extra power to play
for the cards whilst we were within range of these. I think for me there would have only been all webbed up. That's the only one I actually used, and I think Medpack or Patch Up.
Medpack I used.
No, Venom was down here when I used it, so I was fine. Yeah, so...
it would have cost me an extra point when Medusa. She had plenty.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that. In a few weeks we will be able to play and say we're not new to this. But I hope people that are just starting the game with us, I hope you can understand how we play in this and not wait until we're perfect.
Yeah.
Because playing it like this, we can point out mistakes that we make.
Yeah. And I think if you stick to one team, you're probably going to learn a lot faster. Like, I would say we're reasonably okay with Cabal and Avengers now.
Yep, after 2 proper games.
The throws and the pushes and stuff were a little bit complicated. We had to like sit down and work out what was what and what order things happened. And then there was the dice roll, and we had to look at the priority order for that.
But that shows though we are opening the game up more rather than just the first mission.
Yeah, absolutely. Those missions weren't too bad. I think we got away quite lucky with them because I think some of the others are a bit more complicated, like the Spider civilian one, where they move around and push your characters around. So I think what we ended up with was actually all right. So yes, thank you very much for watching, folks. That was a very, very enjoyable game. I hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you again very soon.